Hello there, my name's Nikki Moran and I'm in a competition at the moment and I've got into the final to win an award for Trainer of the Year. So I'm making this little short video to inspire you, I hope, to vote for me. And in gratitude, I thought I'd give you a little bit of free training, which makes sense, doesn't it? It's Trainer of the Year after all. So for those who don't know me yet, I'm a trainer and coach who specialises in helping creative professionals step up in their careers and become more successful. And I also work with a lot of leaders in businesses as well. And one of the things, and you might find this, that a lot of my clients struggle with is how you network effectively and how you stay authentic and present when you meet people in your industry that could basically change the rest of your life because they've got so much influence. And it's like those situations when you meet those people and you suddenly become a little bit weird. I'm sure you can relate to this. So either you meet them and it's like maybe the agent who you've always wanted to be but a part of, or it could be the publisher who could maybe give you a book deal that you just so desire. And when we really, really want something, we become a little bit panicky when we come across these people. So we often go in two directions. Either we become so self-conscious that we start becoming a bit stiff and awkward and introverted and we can't really express ourselves because we're just so tense, and we just run away because we can't handle the pressure and we just can't express ourselves as fluently as we normally would. The other reaction can be that we go the opposite way and we kind of grab the opportunity and we really want to speak to them and impress them, but then our energy gets very over the top and we try and sell ourselves to people and then we end up repelling them, and we can see them kind of withdrawing to get away from us, and we kind of walk away and go, oh God, if only I could just be myself. So if you relate to that, I have 3 tips for you to help you. So tip number 1 is, instead of focusing on yourself and getting panicky and trying to impress, place your attention over there and add value to the person that you're talking to. So what I mean by adding value, it starts with being a great listener. So instead of worrying about yourself, think about them and their needs. Think about what's going on for them, what's important to them. Learn a little bit about their industry, what the issues are. And then the other part of it is when you're listening, you can add even more value, because perhaps you'll hear them talking about something that they're trying to achieve, and you perhaps know somebody and you can often put them in touch with somebody, or you might have read an article that'd be useful to them. So always looking at ways to add value will make you seem like somebody who's more of an equal, instead of being somebody whose status is much lower than them. Tip number 2 is definitely don't try and sell yourself. Do not try and big yourself up in those situations. Instead, what you want to do is talk about something you're passionate about. So this goes back to your authenticity. We don't want to be sold to. It's awful. I'm sure you've all experienced those awful salespeople that really, they're trying to get something from you and they're ramming their product down your throat and you're like, oh my God, let me get away. Well, that's how it feels when we big ourselves up to other people. And I'm sure that's not you, but some people end up feeling like they have to do that and it just doesn't work. But people love passion. We all want to be around people who are inspiring and engaged in something. There's nothing more delightful than meeting somebody who's doing something interesting. And when you're talking about a genuine project or something that you're working on or something that you find really interesting, your authenticity shines through. Tip number 3. This is about body language. So basically what happens when we meet somebody really, really influential, we put them on a pedestal and our body language also reacts. So we go into fight or flight mode and we go, oh my God, I have to impress them. And our cortisol level goes up, we start to panic and we often shrink in our demeanour and our body language becomes restricted and we don't breathe properly. So the really important thing to do in those situations, and everybody stand up with me please, is to get neutral. To stand over your 2 feet and really ground yourself on the floor, and it helps you to feel present. And also make sure this part of your body is opened up. This can happen when we get nervous, we shrink, we go inwards, we go into protection. So actually by opening yourself up, and it's not sticking yourself out like that, but it's becoming neutral and open. And you instantly look more confident. And the other advantage is it changes the brain chemistry. So what this does, it helps you to breathe better because you're open. And it helps you to lower the cortisol levels that trigger when your body goes into fight or flight mode. And it helps you to calm right down. So do that, ground yourself. And the other tip is, I would say, is put attention in your lower belly and take some really good deep breaths. And you might have to do this quite quickly because you never know when you're going to meet someone influential. But it can really help you to stay grounded, present, and pay attention and listen to the person that you're with. So I hope you found those 3 tips useful. And if you did, I'd love to hear from you. And I'd love it if you voted for me. That would be fantastic. And if you found this useful and if you want more information from me, I have a free ebook that I give away on my website. It's called Thrive, and it's 6 ways to thrive in the creative industries. And once you're on my database, I'm also going to be doing a free video series on networking, so you'll get a chance to get that as well for free. Or you might know somebody else that might really benefit from these tips, so please forward this email to other people. And finally, thank you so much. I must say, whether I win this award or not, it doesn't matter, because I am so privileged to do this work. It's a real gift, and I love sharing tips, advice, and coaching people. And I just really thank you very much today for watching this video, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.